She used to bring cinnamon bread every Sunday, smiling like she owned the whole block, acting like we were best friends. Her name was Denise. And at first, yeah, I fell for it. The laughs, the favors, the overly sweet pies that showed up every time she needed a hand. I painted her fence, repaired her garage door, let her borrow tools she never gave back. And you know what I got in return? A silver SUV parked dead across my garage for the third time in a week, blocking me in like my driveway was just a convenience stop for her yoga run. That morning, something cracked, not a big loud crack, more like a quiet snap inside my chest. The kind that doesn't echo, just changes you. I stepped outside in Ben's old overalls, coffee steaming in one hand, and stared at her Lexus like it had personally insulted my entire bloodline. And in a way, it had. Because Ben, my husband, used to say, Denise doesn't keep score because she never planned to repay a damn thing. He was right. And after losing him to cancer, I didn't have a lot left in me to give. Especially not patience. So I went out back, pulled the tarp off the old forklift we kept from Ben's welding shop. She never even noticed it, which was just so Denise and I drove it real slow, real quiet. I lifted her Lexus like a prize catch, rolled it up the reinforced ramp to the flat roof of the shop, and parked it center stage, like art. The sky was still pink with sunrise when I heard the clack of her sandals and that screechy voice yelling into a Bluetooth earpiece. She walked right past the forklift, didn't even look up. Not until she knocked on my door and realized her car was gone. The scream, oh, it echoed. She called the cops, of course she did, and when they arrived, I didn't deny a thing. Just handed over the night vision footage, showing her parking like she owned my land. The officers watched in silence, glanced at each other, and left without even asking me to move the car. 3 days later, a legal envelope showed up. Cease and desist. Claims of vandalism, emotional distress. I didn't panic. I took it to Evelyn, a retired attorney who'd defended farmers, veterans, and just about anyone who'd been screwed over by rich bullies. She read the letter, laughed, and asked, "Do you want to end this? Or make her regret ever crossing you?" I nodded. Evelyn filed a countersuit the same day, trespassing, harassment, even HOA violations with receipts. We included security cam timestamps and even a copy of Denise admitting in a community thread that she'd used my driveway just a few times. But the real twist, the neighborhood. Turns out I wasn't the only one she'd steamrolled. One by one, folks came forward. An old man she accused of stealing decorations. A gay couple she harassed for flying a pride flag. Even quiet Mrs. Levy from 2 streets down, who baked me a casserole and said, "You finally did what we were all too afraid to." Denise tried to double down, called code enforcement, filed another complaint. But when the HOA turned on her, she crumbled. No more high ponytails, no more clipboard patrols. She showed up at my door one afternoon, no makeup, eyes red, voice shaking, said 3 words I never thought I'd hear. I was wrong. I didn't hug her, didn't forgive her right away, but I let her in. We sat in silence. Sometimes that's all it takes. They came a week later with a flatbed to remove the Lexus. No drama, no yelling. Just quiet, peaceful, complete. I watched the roof return to what it had always been. Just a roof. And it was strange. Not empty, but done. The kind of done that settles deep in your bones. Now, Denise keeps to herself. The neighborhood feels lighter. Nobody's playing sheriff anymore. And me, I'm finally sleeping, fixing things, growing things. And when her niece showed up to clear out her attic, I told her something I wish I'd learned sooner. Kindness isn't a currency, and boundaries aren't cruelty. So, what do you think? Was it justice? Was it too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it, because sometimes the quietest line drawn can echo louder than any scream.